Hello everyone and welcome back to another proper sitting down. I look naked. I'm not. It's just very hot in the UK right now. And hello everyone and welcome back to another proper video of me sitting down and doing some cosplay stuff. Today I'm finally showing you guys the cosplays that have finally arrived for May MCM Comic Con. Now usually I do a blind unboxing video where you get my very first impressions of what the company has sent me. You know, I've always been very honest with how, you know, the whole process has been, the quality of the cosplays for you guys, because I know on a lot of cosplay sites a lot of the costumes don't have any reviews and stuff, and you know, I'm just hoping these videos may be able to shed some light on a couple of costumes you may want to buy. But this time I wasn't able to do that because I got my cosplay a day after work, and I worked the next day, and I honestly was so worried that they wouldn't fit, and I, you know, left Comic-Con quite late this year, so I really need to make sure they fit. But they are all good, I just needed to open them and know. But I'm still going to give you my first impressions. They're just obviously not me opening it up, but I am, as always, still very honest, because cosplay is expensive, it is consuming, you want the best of the best, you know, you want what you paid for. So without further ado, let's just get on with the main bit. So as I have mentioned already in my coming back video, I'm cosplaying Reyna, Nico and Jinx, her League of Legends design. I've already done her Arcane, but this year we are doing her League of Legends design, and I am very excited. So I'm going to start off with Raina, as I will be cosplaying her on the Friday. I'm going to just show you what I got, and then I will show you me in the cosplay very first time. I've already seen it on my body, but for you guys, you have not. First things I want to show are the boots that I got. So I got the cosplay costume itself from Mick Costume. They are honestly ride or die, #1. They have come out with a lot of new costumes recently, which I think they have upped their game. I love them. I've never had any problems with them. They ship super fast. The company is super friendly. Great prices for, I think, what you can get, and also shipping prices which include tax and customs. It is one of my favourite places to buy from. They just don't sometimes have the cosplay that I need. But I got these shoes from Easy Cosplay, and I've had a couple of problems with Easy Cosplay before, but they do deliver on some of the things, especially their shoes that they have. So I got these Reyna shoes, are super comfy. I've had a couple of problems with shoes not lining up with the measurements, but this time these are perfect. I always recommend with cosplay shoes sizing up a couple of sizes. You forget you're going to be walking around in these all day, standing all day. You want them to kind of be a little bit more roomy, a little bit more comfortable, and stuff like that. These aren't really meant for walking a lot, which you do at con, but yeah, these are super cute. I absolutely love them, the detail, and yeah, I'm very happy with the shoes from Easy Cosplay. So the cosplay costume I got the basic kind of bodysuit style. Roll Cosplay and Easy Cosplay have different variants, but I thought, even though the character that the other companies used were better, how they fit and how the detail of them was worse. So I went for what I did with my Viper cosplay. I got the basic costume, and then I'm going to add to it to basically make it look better. So in that, you get her bottoms, which have the slit in the thigh. You just get her basic legging style. And as I always like to say, I am 6 foot tall, and I am basically an extra small. So this is how they fit me. And then you get her second bit, which is the top section, which is a bit hard to show, but it's kind of like a bodysuit, you see, and it has the leather section at the top, and leather bits at the back. Now, my cosplay costume, the only problem I have with it is that it's kind of, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what that is. I haven't got time to send mine back and get a new one. But mine's kind of, I think, stretching. And my button that connects the shoulder pad is basically come off. So I'm going to have to hot glue gun that. But they're the only two problems. Again, you cannot really fault them considering it is obviously a cheap suit. But it's still really cute. I love this whole like layered kind of section, and the colours are pretty accurate. Then accessory wise, this is her little shoulder pad, as I said, that clips on. It is just, you know, the norm, and it has obviously again the little band. This time it clips on. The Viper ones didn't have any clips, so I am impressed and happy to see that this clips on. To get a glove, it's not the best glove in the world. It looks small. It's not the best glove in the world, but hey, what the fuck have I done? It does its job for con. Also get all her belt sections, which I always struggle with belt sections on cosplays. It's like my worst enemy. But here's one of her. I'll do justice when I have it on, but I like these little details here. They're cute, they're like laminated. So that's one of her belts. And you have her big like belt section here, which we probably all recognise. It's a bit, I should probably stop rolling it up. But this bit is like fake leather, which is a nice little contrast of all the, I think it's got a nice contrast of fabrics, but I'm actually quite impressed with this one, and it just loops around. Cosplay actually does come with her gold hoop earrings. I know her earrings have like triangles attached, but you know, I'm at least happy that I don't have to buy my own gold earrings. These are actually for pierced ears, so if you do buy them, I don't know if there is an option to change, but these are for actually pierced ears, but you know, it's pretty easy to get clip-ons. And then I took it upon myself to get some added bits. She has gold cuffs, so I bought some gold cuffs, and I also thought to add on to the extra, I bought some black pointed nails to kind of get that whole like vibe. And then I've also got some body paint on the way to obviously do her tattoo. Obviously we have the wig. The wig is always another story, but they did email me, like they showed me a picture, asked if it was fine. I said that's fine, that's completely perfect, and you know, they were very nice. It's a little bit tangled because I've had it, but this is my Reyna wig. You can see I am really bad with wigs. I'm not a wig maker, but you know, you can tell this is two wigs put together. But her hair's kind of like this anyway, and you know, for a Reyna wig, there aren't many out there. I will say that if you are picky about hairlines, the way they achieved their slick back look was by tying bits of the hair, but then it like kind of looked like little pigtails. So I took that out, and myself, I'm going to actually slick it back. But as you can see, the hairline is quite just literally a block. But that honestly doesn't look too bad on with the whole get-up. But if you're someone who likes an actual natural looking hairline, then you will have to do that yourself with this wig. But this is what the Mick costume wig looks like. It looks a lot better on than when I'm holding it, because it does look like I'm just holding two wigs. But you know, I cannot, beggars can't be choosers. I refuse to make my own wigs. Will do. It's Raina. We can tell it's Raina. So the next cosplay I'm showing is my Saturday cosplay, which is always the cosplay that everyone always goes all out for. You want to show your best cosplays on the Saturday because it is the most busiest day. It's too busy personally for me to do Artist Alley or any of that type of stuff. So I purely use the Saturday instead of me and my friends to show off our best cosplays, our most uncomfortable, our most exaggerate, to just walk around, get photos, and you know, all that type of stuff. So this is Nico. This is the only costume that I need to get altered. I've already contacted a very lovely work friend of mine who does seamstressing, so she is going to be able to do that, and that'll be put in like another little vlog. But I thought anyway, so this was one of the costumes that I took a chance with. This is from Easy Cosplay, and this was one of the costumes that didn't have any reviews but had pictures. Now I know Easy Cosplay doesn't lie about any of the cosplays that they have on their site, but still, ordering a cosplay that was as expensive as this was still a little bit of a gamble, but it did pay off, and I think it will pay off beautifully. So first we have the top. Now it's not exactly, I would say, canon to her League design. The clothing is a little bit longer, a little bit brighter than what she wears, but it still looks really, really good. So this is the only bit that was big for me, and I knew it would be by the pictures, is the top. It is quite baggy on the sides, so it just needs to be taken in. But fabric wise, I was a lot more impressed. So this is the top, and you'll see what I mean when I try it on. By what I mean by it's a little bit big. Her skirt, for me, I would want the skirt a little bit shorter. I'm quite lucky that I'm quite tall, so the skirt is short on me anyway. But if you, I guess, are average or smaller, this will look like kind of like a pencil skirt. So she has hers quite tight and short, but for me it's short anyway. I would even, maybe I low-key would like do shorts, but this is still really good quality. It still fits. It still has the nice, like, her classic little opening slit and corset side. So very cute. And obviously have the section that goes over the top of the skirt. Again, I'd say this is a little bit longer than her like actual canon design. But again, I'm tall, so it looks shorter. But again, as I said, if you are average sized or smaller, you might want to take this in or up or make it shorter. It has these little bows that you pin on the side that give it that like tied look. Very cute. Accessory wise, they're a little bit crap, so I'm taking it upon myself to kind of jazz them up. So this is her necklace, and I'm actually going to buy a gem and hot glue gun it onto her necklace, but for, you know, what it is, you can still do a lot, and I'm going to DIY this a little bit. So obviously two of these, but I'm just going to show one. You have her like little leg thingies. These are quite loose. I have very slim ankles, so these are quite loose and they do fall down. So do with that what you will. I know she's barefoot in League. I'm not doing barefoot at the con, so the shoes I wear will hold these up, but just be warned. And then she has her silver belt. This is crap to me. So what I did is I bought an actual silver belt that was similar to hers. I'm going to break this apart, and then on these bits I am just kind of going to, do you know what I mean, kind of them together. I'm going to smush them together and make an actual kind of more hardware metal-y belt. For her shoes, I tried to stick with the whole kind of jungly theme. I got these little like brown sandals, which are really super comfy and actually look super cute, and I feel really good in. I didn't expect, but it has these kind of ties and you tie it around and it kind of like, do you know what I mean? But these are the shoes that I've chose to wear and bought for Nico for Comic Con, because I'm not barefoot in it. You know, if you barefoot at a con, that is fair. Accessories, again, you might want to make, because these aren't like the best quality, and I honestly might go over these, but it's a good, I'm really bad at like getting the basics and the bases done, so I always like kind of, they do that bit and then I go over it with my own kind of initiatives and designs. But she does come with accessories. We have her headband, which obviously just goes on like this, but as you can see, it's kind of done, yeah. So I can't remember what it looks like exactly, but I think I'm definitely going to go over this with some paints and stuff like that to make it a little bit more, less streaky. DIY, very stuck together. But I don't know how I would do this myself. But again, I'm probably going to go over this with some paint, and you know, it is what it is. But if you are someone who doesn't really care, I'm someone who's just like, I wouldn't know where to start with making this stuff. Look how, like, that's Nico. It needs a brush, it needs a straight, and it needs a hairspray, but it is very pretty. And I would say this wig is pretty like thick in like the top and the front. There's quite a lot of hair to, you know, play around with, get that like unique style she has. But the colour of this wig, super, super, super pretty. Absolutely love it and cannot wait to style and wear it. Now for the main event of Nico. You're probably thinking, Kaya, she's a chameleon. One of her big features is her big fat tail that comes out her back. Izzy Cosplay has you. And I was surprised with the quality of this and how much it cost. I think it was like 30 or 40 pounds. Is the Nico tail. On this side we have a lovely orange velvet. And then this side, super, super pretty, iridescent. It's got a wire in it so you can style it to yourself. It's comfortable. It just ties around your back. Has like this flat bit that goes on your back. And it's just, honestly, I'm super, super impressed. And this makes the whole cosplay. As I said, you could have like a cheap cosplay, but if you have good accessories, it's fine. But yeah, super excited. This is so cute. Cannot wait to smack people wearing this on Saturday. Now it is time for the Sunday cosplay, which is going to be my Jinx cosplay. This cosplay looks so good on me, but it is probably one of the most revealing that I've done. In my head, I thought it was going to be loose. I think I forget that my body has grown into woman, and I'm not, you know, as I was when I was, 16. So I was like, this is going to be like low-key loose. It's not. You can see my whole badoogie cheeks, and I thought I was going to need a bra with this. I'm an itty-bitty queen. I thought I was going to need a bra with this, but first we have her shorts. I love the iridescent. I know her colours are a little bit more muted in game and stuff, but I kind of like this whole bright. But as you can see, these shorts, these are booty shorts on me. But again, they are super comfy. It's kind of like I'm wearing a tankini, is how I can explain it. But that's actually okay at con. It's like you have to have more covered. Has to be like a bikini or more, I'm pretty sure. But these are the little shorts, super iridescent. You're gonna see me a gazillion miles away. Have the top, which is padded. I have the belt like half on. Comes with the belt. Doesn't come with the bullets, so buy bullets to stick on if you want that. I bought a load of plastic bullets and I'm gonna hot glue gun them onto my Jinx cosplay. So buy those. It's good. It kind of just velcros on the front. But again, the fabric is really nice. It's low-key a little bit padded. Again, if you've got bigger boobs, you will probably spill out of this and this will not support you at all. So just be wary with that. We have her one like random thigh high. Again, it's just jersey material. We have one of her gloves. Super cute. That comes with the added pink section. Have her little like leather garters that go on her thighs. Her other belt that goes around her waist that I will need to put like bullets on. Her other glove. And then these three, I think these go around her arms on various sides. Again, the colours are super cute. Also has her little like bag pouch skirt. I don't actually know what this is. It's just added on. It's like a little like bag pouch thing she has on the side. So again, super cute. Can't find it, but it does come with like the necklaces. I've bought her actual necklace with the bullet, so I won't need this. So I have the bullet necklace. Cosplay actually does her tattoos on tattoo paper. This is why I'm doing her Sunday, because I don't know how long these will last. But they come with all her tattoos that I won't have to draw on this time, because for her arcane, I drew them on all by hand. Actually, G drew them all on by hand, so I won't need that this time. She got this wig from Mick Costume. Mick Costume have started doing lace front wigs, which look so good on. I'll show a couple pictures of me when I first got it. This is just really roughly plaited and really roughly cut at the front. I need to redo it because, as you can see, I've kind of like fucked up here. I don't know what the fuck I've done. Super thick, super long, really easy to plait, and it is a little bit thin at the back, but that lace front literally makes it just so seamless. I think it's like called, it's like half lace, like the front bit is and the back bit isn't, but it's super cute and I'm super happy. I cannot wait to put it all together. It's just me showing you the stuff. I'm actually going to take a little lunch break and then I will show you the clothes on. It's kind of a better of the bottom section. I can't really get my shoes in, but they fit really nicely and these ones actually stay up. My Viper ones I had to actually velcro to my costume, but these actually fit and I think it all looks really freaking cool. I'm super duper happy with this one. And then obviously with all the accessories, it's gonna look pretty freaking cool, I think. So super happy. I think this is actually a really nice cosplay for the price that it is, which is quite cheap. With everything, especially I think if you get the shoes and have a gun, if you have her purple eyes, the tattoo and the nails, I think it looks pretty freaking cool. Is the Nico costume on. I will just talk about the only bit that is big, which you can see is the tops. For me, the armpit is a little bit baggy, and even if you tighten it at the back, you can see that it is gappy at the top. What I want is it to be quite tight like this, the armpits brought in, and also she kind of has one down, so it would need to be like this. That's all I need done, and then look how much better the cosplay looks. But for all the other bits, it looks super cute. This all fits well. As I said, this will look a lot better the belt wise when I kind of add this metal to it. But look at the little tail. Obviously I'm going to have it a little bit more wrapped around me, but the little tail I'm going to have more wrapped around me. Not sure how, but she does have it kind of like flicking out. And obviously I'm going to have the body paint and everything like that. Here's kind of what the shoes look like with it. Try not to flash. And the little thingy guards, but I think this is the first time I've properly put it on, and I'm actually really happy. Once I have all the wig and all the body paint, I think it's going to look really cute. But this is the all outfit for Nico. Again, just need to kind of figure out how I want to stylize the thing to make it like so people can see it, but also not like get in the way of con. But I think it looks very cute. Here's the Jinx one. As you can tell, it is very exposing. So if you're not comfortable showing a lot of skin, this is probably not for you. As you know, a little bit too much. But we have the sock. Now, the shoes I'm going to wear, I got her arcane boots, which cost me a lot of money. So I know it's not so canon, but I'm going to reuse my boots because I don't care. But then just imagine, like, I have these bullets all wrapped around and I have all these. I just could not be asked to put all these on. But I think they bucked up my belt slightly. I have no idea how I'm meant to put this on. So I have this belt, which you think would just go, like, round there, but one is like really tight, I don't know, but also has like velcro here. I then have this bit here, which is obviously meant to snap on there, but I think I meant to go round and do it onto here, but I think they've put it on the wrong way, because you would think it would go onto this bit of velcro and then kind of like hang and then have that one over it, but it's not. It's the same side, so I think they fucked up slightly. So honestly, I've got velcro anyway, sticky velcro, so I'm just gonna put that and have that kind of chilling or whatever. I'm just going to sort it out myself. But it is technically meant to freaking have this belt and this belt, so you can kind of see, but I just cannot wrap my head around how this is meant to go, because there again it's just like, do you know what I mean? And then again with like the bullets and the shoes and obviously the long wig, which unless you can low-key see, because like I put it on here, I haven't actually got it on, it'll be like around here, but look how cool that looks. It looks so cool. and I'm so excited. But this is actually quite comfy, as tight as it looks. It is actually quite comfy, and you know, it's going to be hot because it's hot already in the UK. I'm sweating in all this like fake leather, so you know, obviously going to have all the tattoos and everything, and it's going to be really good. But this one was also from Easy Cosplay. I've got to take the gloves off because look, inside there's like, it's fur. So do with that what you will. You'll probably be sweating like me, but they all fit. I'm all feeling confident. It's just putting them all together with the makeup, contacts and the wigs.